Robert Wagner has been named a person of interest in the death of his wife, legendary actress Natalie Wood.
The new investigation into the death of Hollywood legend Natalie Wood has split her family.
What do you think happened to Natalie Wood that night on your boat?
At 93, Robert Wagner breaks his silence on Natalie Wood's death, a mysterious incident that has cast a long shadow over his illustrious 7-decade career in Hollywood.
It's heartbreaking. It's a knife in my heart.
Despite being a cinematic icon of the 1970s, Wagner faced a near-ruinous twist when he became a suspect in the circumstances surrounding his wife's drowning. The aftermath significantly curtailed his acting prospects, and Wagner's life remains haunted by the specter of that tragic night. Join us as we explore the enigmatic life, career, and relationships of Robert Wagner, culminating in his final reflections on the tragic night that continues to haunt him. Robert Wagner, the Golden Age icon. Robert Wagner's journey through Hollywood reads like a captivating script, complete with the highs and lows that define a classic narrative.
Max, are you all right?
Yeah. How about Pearl?
Born as Robert John Wagner Jr. on February 10, 1930 in Detroit, Michigan, he took on the moniker RJ to carve out his identity from his prosperous steel businessman father, Bob Wagner. Wagner's family relocated to Bel Air, California, near the Bel Air Country Club in 1937. His early endeavors ranged from being Clark Gable's golf caddy to pursuing acting. A serendipitous encounter with a talent scout during dinner at a Beverly Hills restaurant marked the beginning of his Hollywood journey. Following his uncredited debut in The Happy Years, Wagner signed with 20th Century Fox, where he underwent meticulous grooming for stardom. The 1950s and 1960s saw Wagner rise to prominence, becoming a renowned figure in Hollywood. His elegant charm and captivating demeanor earned him the status of a heartthrob. Notable films like With the Song in My Heart and Beneath the 12-Mile Reef showcased his versatility.
Order some champagne? Have a strolling violinist come up and play Fascination.
Wagner seamlessly transitioned between romance and combat, leaving an indelible mark. Television series further solidified Wagner's legacy. The series It Takes a Thief demonstrated his adeptness in blending comedy with action. Still, his portrayal of Jonathan Hart in Heart to Heart, alongside Stephanie Powers, cemented his place as a television legend. The character of an affluent and sophisticated detective became an icon of 1980s television. Wagner's personal life mirrored his dramatic roles on screen, with marriages that captivated public fascination, notably his union with Natalie Wood. The story of their passionate relationship, marked by breakups and an unresolved mystery, became one of Hollywood's most talked-about narratives. Despite his achievements, Wagner faced challenges, particularly the tragic death of Natalie Wood in 1981, leaving lingering questions and suspicions. Yet, he carried himself with dignity, focusing on family and career. Wagner continued working, contributing voiceovers for animated films and making cameo appearances on television.
Well, Max has spoken lovingly of those days.
You must have shared some happy memories together.
In 2008, he penned his memoir, Pieces of My Heart, A Life, offering a candid glimpse into his life, love, and evolving perspectives on Hollywood from his early days in the industry. Natalie Wood, A Tragic Tale. It is challenging to discuss Robert Wagner without delving into the intertwined narrative of Natalie Wood, whose life and death are inextricably linked to his own. An iconic Hollywood figure, Natalie Wood ascended to stardom amidst personal tribulations and artistic brilliance. Her trajectory from child prodigy to celebrated actress unfolds against the backdrop of celebrity allure and the haunting tragedy that perpetually captivates the public's imagination. Guided by her mother's aspirations, Wood made her mark early on, debuting in Happy Land at the tender age of 4. However, her role as a young pregnant orphan in Miracle on 34th Street thrust her into the national limelight. Her innocence and prodigious talent marked her as a future luminary. Few navigate the transition from child performer to leading lady with grace, yet Wood achieved it seamlessly, commanding serious roles in her adolescence, such as in Rebel Without a Cause, where she earned an Academy Award nomination.
You going to the writers' conference, you remember? It's been planned for weeks.
I've got a great idea.
She grappled with themes of identity and stardom that echoed throughout her life, Wood's tumultuous personal relationships mirrored the intensity of her on-screen personas. Her initial marriage to Robert Wagner in 1957, seemingly a Hollywood fairy tale, concluded after 5 years. However, the duo famously remarried in 1972, extending their narrative beyond conventional divorce. The 1960s ushered in a golden era for Wood's career, marked by memorable performances in West Side Story and Splendor in the Grass. Her portrayal of intense inner struggles and sensitivity solidified her status as one of Hollywood's most gifted actresses. Despite her achievements, she grappled with inner demons, the demands of fame, and unrelenting public scrutiny. On the fateful night of November 29, 1981, during a boating weekend to Catalina Island with Wagner and Christopher Walken, Wood tragically drowned under inexplicable circumstances. Discovered in the water with bruises and wearing only a nightgown, stockings, and a red down jacket, her death raised unanswered questions despite the initial ruling of an accident. The subsequent years saw various theories surrounding her death, with Wagner's potential role emerging during the 2011 reinvestigation.
Substantial enough for us to want to take another look at the case.
This enigmatic event has since solidified into Hollywood folklore, a tale as tragic and captivating as any cinematic script she ever starred in. Beyond her mysterious passing, Wood's impact on Hollywood is immeasurable. Her seamless transition from child star to adult role sets a precedent for future performers. Versatility and depth defined her performances in films like Love with the Proper Stranger and Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice, securing her a place among Hollywood's elite. Wood's significant influence on the film industry extended beyond the screen. Choosing nuanced roles, challenging societal norms, she became a cinematic icon.
You don't mean little old us. What's the matter with a nice man?
Representing the contemporary woman's struggles with love, loss, and identity. Renowned for her kindness and familial devotion, she was a loving mother to daughters Natasha and Courtney. Both a superstar and a woman navigating relatable challenges, Wood's zest for life, vulnerability, and struggles rendered her accessible to her audience. Her timeless performances and enduring films reflect her lasting impact on Hollywood. In addition to being an extraordinarily talented actress, she remains a lady whose life story mirrors the complexities of celebrity and the human experience. Early marriage and scandal. The intricate tapestry of Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood's intertwined lives began weaving in 1949 within the bustling corridors of 20th Century Fox Studios. At the tender age of 18, Robert encountered the precocious 10-year-old Natalie Wood, who, in a stroke of youthful intuition, declared to her mother, "I'm going to marry him one day." This seemingly whimsical proclamation would echo twice in her lifetime. As their careers progressed, Wagner found himself entangled in the shadows of Wood's brilliance, particularly when she shared the screen with James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause. The duo later starred in Titanic in 1953. This film also marked Wagner's romantic liaison with the seasoned actress Barbara Stanwyck, his 23-year-old senior, a fact he candidly revealed in his autobiography. The studio's orchestrated connection between the 18-year-old Natalie Wood and the more mature Wagner fueled public fascination. The media was enraptured by the exquisite pairing of Natalie's beauty and Robert's charismatic allure. Radio stations eagerly broadcast sightings of the couple, turning their cross-country road trip into a spectacle that drew jubilant crowds in American cities. Critics were equally voracious.
You don't mean little old us. What's the matter with a nice man?
Consuming every detail of their public persona. In 1953, amidst the spotlight, the couple exchanged vows when Natalie was 19 and Robert was 27. Despite becoming media darlings, their 1960 feature, All the Fine Young Cannibals, failed to win the favor of reviewers. The subsequent year, Natalie's star soared with the acclaimed West Side Story. Externally, the wealthy couple epitomized perfection, gracing boats, red carpets, and champagne-filled events. However, behind the scenes, turbulence marked their relationship, with whispers of Natalie's affair with Splendor in the Grass co-star Warren Beatty exacerbating Wagner's already sensitive ego. The public narrative of glamour and success concealed the private struggles of the couple, often teetering on the brink of separation. Wagner's insecurities were fueled by the swift ascent of Natalie's star. The rumors of an affair with Beatty became part of the official narrative, adding a layer of scandal to the saga of two Hollywood icons whose lives were as tumultuous as they were enchanting. The night of the mystery, what happened? The night of November 29, 1981, is a haunting chapter in Hollywood history, marking the mysterious and tragic end of Natalie Wood's life.
I got a call. I was down in Brazil directing a movie.
Amidst the dark waters off Catalina Island, aboard Robert Wagner's boat, Splendor, were Wood, Christopher Walken, and Wagner, along with boat captain Dennis Davern. A seemingly routine day took an unexpected turn as night descended, weaving a tapestry of testimony, speculation, and mysteries that have perplexed investigators, enthusiasts, and historians for decades. Thanksgiving weekend began with a relaxed dinner at a local island restaurant, dispelling rumors of animosity between Wood and Wagner. Witnesses noted a pleasant atmosphere, yet the night's events aboard the boat took an unforeseen and enigmatic turn. A heated conversation between Walken and Wagner unfolded, centered on Wood's career, with Wagner allegedly expressing envy and concerns about the impact on their family. Disturbed by the altercation, Wood retreated to her cabin, and what followed remains a puzzle that has fueled debates and speculation for years. The climax occurred when Wood found herself in the sea, the circumstances shrouded in uncertainty. Given Wood's aversion to deep water, the notion of her abandoning the yacht on a small dinghy raises unanswered questions. Her lifeless body, discovered a mile from Splendor near the dinghy, she was 43 years old. Blood samples revealed that she'd been drinking excessively and that she had fresh bruises on her legs and arms, yet skepticism lingers. Did this truly transpire? The boat's captain later changed his initial account, asserting that a fight between Wagner and Wood led to her death. Wagner and Walken vehemently deny any wrongdoing, portraying Wood's death as a tragic accident. The night's intricate details continue to captivate minds, emphasizing the elusive nature of a narrative that blends Hollywood glamour with tragedy and unanswered questions. Questioning. Wagner's accounts to the police, reporting Natalie's absence from her room both times he checked on her, raised eyebrows during the investigation into the tragic events of that November night. The initial interrogation was cut short due to Wagner's emotional state, underscoring the gravity of the situation. Wagner recalled Christopher Walken taking a breather on the balcony between Wood's visit to her room and her needs being attended to. Though seemingly straightforward, the narrative began to unravel upon closer inspection. Natalie Wood's profound fear of water, particularly drowning, contradicted the idea of her willingly boarding a dinghy in the dead of night. This incongruity added a layer of complexity to what, at first glance, appeared to be an accidental drowning. Dr. Thomas Noguchi's coroner's autopsy revealed Wood had consumed 7 or 8 glasses of wine the night before her demise, and her injuries, though potentially accidental, Wagner, in the months following Wood's drowning, seemingly sought to mitigate the damage. The boat's captain found refuge at Wagner's home, hesitant to leave due to the perceived threats. Wagner's reluctance to let Dennis Davern speak and the subsequent offers of lucrative deals, rumors circulated that Wagner was attempting to silence Davern, with colleagues speculating on possible bribes. The question persisted: what did the captain know he couldn't divulge? Despite intimating intimate knowledge of the mystery to the media over the years, Davern consistently pulled back, leaving the enigma surrounding Natalie Wood's death shrouded in unresolved secrets. The intricate web of events, contradictory details, and hushed revelations continue to captivate attention, marking this Hollywood tragedy as an enduring puzzle.
And I did Marilyn Monroe's 2 tests I did with her. I was the test boy.
Person of interest. The Natalie Wood case experienced a resurgence in 2011 when the Homicide Bureau of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department reopened it, prompted by new witnesses challenging Robert Wagner's inconsistent testimony. Captain Davern's amended statements added fuel to the suspicion, leading 700 individuals, including Davern himself, to sign a petition expressing dissatisfaction with the initial inquiry. Unsurprisingly, a majority believed Wagner was involved in his wife's death. The coroner altered Natalie Wood's death report from accidental drowning to drowning with undetermined additional factors. Despite being named a person of interest in 2018, over 40 years after the incident, Wagner has not faced charges. The coroner's report deepened the mystery, citing medication remnants, body bruising, and a notable blood alcohol content indicating alcohol consumption. Natalie Wood's lifeless body, clad in a red jacket, socks, and a nightgown, was discovered in the sea the next morning. The autopsy concluded accidental drowning and hypothermia as the causes of death.
Well, no, we haven't, because the phone's out of order a bit. Can you hear it?
While the beached dinghy was found nearby. However, the presence of bruises raised eyebrows and fueled suspicion, ranging from a simple drowning to a more ominous scenario of a confrontation gone awry. Some speculate Wood fell from the yacht in an attempt to leave out of frustration or anger, while others believe alcohol-induced impairment caused her unnoticed slip into the ocean. The conflicting accounts and lack of conclusive evidence have turned Wood's death into an enduring topic of debate. The mysteries unfolded on the yacht, a confined space with few occupants that night, yet the truth remains elusive due to contradictory reports and the passage of time. The public's enduring fascination with celebrity tragedy and the enigmatic circumstances surrounding Wood's death persist, reflecting the lasting intrigue surrounding this Hollywood legend. Wood's demise transformed her life story into a sinister allure, transcending her status as a beloved actress to become a tragic figure etched in Hollywood legend. Wagners Silence and Speculations. The tragic death of Natalie Wood cast a long and intricate shadow over the life of Robert Wagner. He kept the details of that fateful night shrouded in silence, inadvertently fueling ongoing speculation and investigations. While this reluctance protected his privacy, it unintentionally contributed to the mystique surrounding Wood's sudden demise. In the immediate aftermath of the tragedy, Wagner's public image depicted him as a grieving widower, a man who had lost the love of his life without apparent cause. He steered clear of discussing the specifics of that evening, opting instead to focus on preserving her memory and raising their daughters. Perhaps a coping mechanism for his overwhelming loss, inadvertently created a void filled with endless conjecture and gossip. The mysteries surrounding Wood's death endured over time, with public and media speculation revolving around Wagner's involvement becoming a central source of intrigue and suspicion. His steadfast silence and the lack of concrete answers spawned numerous speculations, ranging from accidental drowning to more sinister scenarios. Pieces of My Heart and I Loved Her in the Movies. Wagner offered glimpses into his relationship with Wood and the profound impact of her passing. These stories leaned more towards contemplation, emphasizing their love story over the specifics of her death. While acknowledging his shock and bewilderment, Wagner insisted that Wood's death had been an accident. The resurgence of interest in the case led to media coverage, with investigative studies and documentaries dissecting every aspect of the convoluted story. Wagner's reluctance to publicly discuss that night was often perceived as an evasion of responsibility, although he maintained that it was about preserving personal boundaries amidst intense public scrutiny. Despite the mystery overshadowing his career, Wagner remained a prominent figure in Hollywood, making guest appearances on television. Yet he seemed to accept with resigned grace that his legacy was now inseparably tied to the tragedy. The theories surrounding Wagner's role in Natalie Wood's demise had a discernible impact on his standing with fans and within Hollywood.
I'm gonna go out and take a look around, darling. I'll meet you at the car. Don't be too long.
We will.
While some remained supportive, others viewed him with suspicion. This complexity illustrates the intricate nature of celebrity, where public opinion and speculation often intertwine with personal tragedy. Wagner's unwavering commitment to his family, including Wood's daughter from her first marriage, Natashas Wagner, added a layer to his public persona, showcasing his dedication to preserving Wood's memory for their offspring. Wagner has become more candid in interviews and public statements, yet he remains reserved about the events of that night. It paints a portrait of a man burdened by decades of an unanswered mystery, persisting despite his consistent claims of innocence. The narrative of Robert Wagner's silence and the speculation surrounding Wood's passing weaves a complex tapestry of loss and the challenges of celebrity. It underscores the sad reality that personal tragedy in Hollywood often transforms into a public spectacle, scrutinized and discussed in the court of public opinion. The silence may have served as a protective shell amidst the turbulent seas of betrayal, sorrow, and the unrelenting glare of the spotlight.
And I don't think anybody ever did, that we'd ever be in front of a camera without film.
Wagner's memoir, Memoirs and Reflections. In the pages of Pieces of My Heart and I Loved Her in the Movies, Robert Wagner unveils the layers of his soul, offering readers a compelling narrative that traverses the glitz of Hollywood's golden era and the shadows cast by personal tragedy. These memoirs provide a window into Wagner's illustrious career, offering a backstage pass to the heyday of Tinseltown. Still, they invite readers to explore the intricacies of his private life, notably his profound connection with Natalie Wood and the impact of her untimely demise. Pieces of My Heart is a retrospective journey through Wagner's formative years, chronicling his evolution from a burgeoning actor to a revered star. Amid tales of encounters with Hollywood luminaries, Wagner's candid revelations about his personal life leave a lasting impression. His initial meeting with Natalie Wood, a luminous star even then, unfolds with awe and admiration. The narrative of their first marriage in 1950 even, a union amid the glitz and glamour of Hollywood romance, is painted against rising stardom but doesn't shy away from addressing the challenges, including the age gap and celebrity demands, leading to their 1962 divorce. The subsequent second marriage in 1972 is portrayed as a more mature and meaningful bond, forged through enduring love and mutual respect. Wagner lays bare the complexities of their relationship, marked by intense highs and challenging lows, navigating the turbulent seas of fame and personal growth. Yet the chapters recounting Wood's tragic passing tug at the heartstrings, revealing Wagner's powerlessness, grief, and the relentless media scrutiny that followed. His emotional journey during this tumultuous period provides insight into the private turmoil amid public speculation. In I Loved Her in the Movies, Wagner shifts the spotlight to the remarkable women he encountered throughout his career. However, the poignant chapters dedicated to Natalie Wood steal the spotlight. Wagner portrays her as a spouse and a powerful actress whose influence reverberated through Hollywood and his life. He delves into Wood's contributions to the film industry, her evolution as an actress, and her challenges in the limelight. Wagner speaks of Wood with a blend of affection, appreciation, and a palpable sense of loss. Her commitment to motherhood, especially to daughters Natasha Gregson Wagner and Courtney Wagner, is a central theme, described by Wagner as a home run for her. Through these observations, Wood emerges as a multifaceted individual, navigating the complexities of fame and personal struggles familiar to many of her peers. Wagner's recollections extend beyond Wood's life, offering insights into his attempts to preserve her legacy, his role as a father, parenting challenges in the aftermath of tragedy, and the enduring impact of Wood's memory on their lives. Wagner emerges as a man deeply affected by these experiences, sharing his triumphs and tragedies with an honesty that resonates. The memoirs present a nuanced analysis of Wagner's life, challenging popular narratives and offering a counterpoint to public assumptions. In a society quick to pass judgment, Wagner reclaims control of his narrative, inviting readers to an intimate exploration of a life scrutinized by the public eye. Natasha's Perspective, a daughter's documentary. Natasha Gregson Wagner, a gifted actress in her own right, unveiled a compelling documentary in 2020 that delves into the life and mysterious death of her mother, Natalie Wood. Titled Natalie Wood.
This documentary is that I became a mother in 2012.
The film debuted on HBO, sparking both interest and surprise among audiences. Natasha, frequently questioned about Robert Wagner's involvement, lauded him for bravely participating in the documentary, especially given the challenging circumstances surrounding him. Her praise extended to his transparency, elegance, and class in the project, emphasizing how deeply he moves her daily. Natasha regards Wagner as one of her greatest loves, acknowledging his significant role in her life. The documentary serves as a poignant remembrance of Natalie Wood, blending personal family recollections with exploring the circumstances surrounding her perplexing death. Natasha's perspective humanizes Wood, challenging the sensationalized narratives surrounding her life and death.
My endorphins must be released. It's what makes me the happy, unstressed bride.
The film skillfully weaves through Wood's public persona and career, utilizing archival footage and interviews with close associates to portray the actress emotionally. Natasha's examination of Wood's mothering role adds a unique and captivating dimension to the documentary, shedding light on a lesser-known aspect of Wood's life. Natasha navigates the sensitive topic of her mother's death with grace, seeking closure while addressing the enduring public fascination with the case. Robert Wagner's rare and detailed discussion of the events surrounding Wood's passing is a noteworthy aspect of the documentary, showcasing him as a caring stepfather and a significant figure in Natasha's life. The film doesn't shy away from controversy and rumors. Still, it presents a more balanced perspective, allowing Natasha to express her frustration with the persistent public scrutiny while staunchly asserting Wagner's innocence. Natalie Wood, What Remains Behind, acknowledges Wood's challenges in Hollywood and celebrates her achievements as an actor and trailblazer for women in the film industry. The documentary reflects memory and legacy, capturing the complexities of Wood's life and death. Natasha's commitment to upholding her mother's legacy shines through, making the film a poignant exploration of both a public figure.
I'm lucky because I have her films and I have...
The book about Natalie. Natasha Gregson Wagner's creative endeavors extended beyond the captivating documentary about her mother. In the year 2016, she co-authored the book Natalie Wood, Reflections on a Legendary Life, a literary gem that unveiled previously unseen family photographs and a poignant 1966 essay written by the late Natalie Wood, with an introduction penned by Robert Wagner himself. In her essay, Wood candidly delves into the emotional and psychological challenges she faced when transitioning from a child star to a Hollywood luminary. Recounting her childhood as the sole provider for her family, Wood shared the haunting nightmares she experienced, fearing the consequences of not landing lucrative roles. She bravely exposed some of her most heart-wrenching memories, including the devastating loss of her close friend James Dean. Even during their collaboration in Rebel Without a Cause, one of Dean's few films, Wood expressed concern about his wild lifestyle. Her memories of discussing this over dinner with friends, only to discover his tragic death hours later, left her deeply saddened and scarred. Wood's writings also touched on her initial union with Robert Wagner. At the time of her writing, they had not yet remarried, having been divorced for approximately 5 years. However, there were subtle hints of an impending reunion as she reflected on the enduring nature of love beyond divorce papers.
But if you look a little deeper, you'll find something for the long run.
According to Wood, the dissolution of a marriage does not extinguish the shared sorrow stemming from the mistakes made by both partners. A poignant revelation in Wood's narrative is the acknowledgement of some of her happiest moments spent on Wagner's boat. Considering the eerie coincidence that she spent her final night on that boat, her recounting of idyllic moments cruising to Catalina Island with Wagner takes on a haunting significance. Wood vividly described Wagner's role in introducing her to the intricacies of sailing, from navigating radar systems to understanding fire extinguishers. Astonishingly, she recounted an incident where Wagner gallantly rescued her after an accidental slip into the waters off Catalina. This poignant recollection sharply contrasts with the tragic circumstances of her final night, where no one was able to rescue her from the sea before she succumbed to drowning. The narrative weaves a poignant tapestry of Wood's life, love, and ultimately, her inexplicable and untimely demise, legacy, and continuing mystery. Decades after that fateful night, the enigma surrounding Natalie Wood's death and the intertwined lives of Wood and Robert Wagner continue to captivate the public's fascination. Her indelible contributions to timeless films like
I've been thinking about David Craddock's finances.
West Side Story and Rebel Without a Cause have solidified her standing as one of Hollywood's most remarkable actors, leaving an enduring impact on the industry. Renowned for her exceptional ability to convey nuanced emotions on screen, Wood brought authenticity and depth to her roles, forging a genuine connection with audiences. Beyond her cinematic accomplishments, she blazed a trail for Hollywood actresses, navigating the challenging transition from child star to leading woman with grace and determination. Despite numerous investigations, re-examinations, and public speculations, the details of Natalie Wood's tragic night remain elusive. Her name persists in the public consciousness, not just for her cinematic achievements, but also due to the unresolved mystery that has spawned countless theories and discussions. In the aftermath of Wood's untimely passing, Robert Wagner's life has been marked by a complex interplay of personal grief and public scrutiny. While he has continued his career in Hollywood, the tragedy has become inexorably linked to him. Wagner's designation as a person of interest and the reopening of the investigation thrust the incident back into the public spotlight, yet no concrete evidence has emerged to provide closure. The fascination with celebrity tragedies reflects a broader cultural preoccupation in many respects. The tale of Natalie Wood and Robert Wagner is interwoven, serving as a poignant reminder of the allure of Hollywood mystery narratives and the public's insatiable desire to unravel them. It also underscores the human toll of such speculation, particularly for the families and loved ones impacted by these enduring mysteries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.